Yo guys, what's going on? Lucky here, and today we are gonna take a look at Mega Vazi Igrok playing his brand new tier 8 premium tank, the AMX M449 Liberté, which just hit the EU server about 5 days ago, I guess. And this thing is not your typical French tank as most of you are all used to, because this thing has no autoloader. Instead, it has a very decent single shot 100mm, which fires 6.07 rounds a minute with an excellent penetration of 232mm. But this thing really needs that penetration, since unlike his brother, the FCM50T, it has no preferential matchmaking, which means that the Liberté can in fact meet tier 10 tanks. But at least, and this is where it strongly differs from all the other tier 8 French heavy tank, that is the fact that the Liberté has actually some very good frontal turret and hull armor, with a frontal hull armor of about 220mm and a frontal turret armor of about 260mm. And combine that with 10 degrees of gun depression and you've got yourself a pretty decent rich fighter. Altogether it performs very similar to the tier 8 German heavy tank, the Tiger II. So if you like the Tiger II, the AMX M449 Liberté might be a very good option for you if you're looking for a nice tier 8 premium tank to make some money in. But we are not here today to do a fully in-depth review on the AMX M4 Liberté, so now let's go over to Igrok, who has already picked up a nice 1200 damage, and he is holding up the mid bridge pretty well, together with the T28 prototype and the IS-3. But after waiting a fair amount of time for the Super Pershing to show himself again, Igrok had quite enough of it, so he decides to turn around to help the western flank, because there are only still the M6 and the T29 left trying to hold off two IS-3s and an A44. So Igrok is waiting for them around the corner and he is setting up an ambush right here. So I think what he's doing now, he's actually trying to find a nice position where he can make the maximum use of his armor. So he actually now peeks out to just take a little look of how far they are. And now he is setting up a nice angle. Wait, what the fuck is he doing? Okay, well, he's showing his sight towards the IS-3. I don't think that's a smart idea, but... Oh, unfortunately, he only hit the track of the IS-3, didn't do any damage. Now he finally angles his armor correctly towards the enemies. And now the punishing can get started. Although, if the enemies manage to come around. And, well, it doesn't seem quite like that the enemies want to come yet. Wait, there we have one IS-3. Oh, he puts a nice round into him. He bounces one round the IS-3 as well. Things are looking quite good right now for the flank. Can he put in another? No, the next round unfortunately misses. So now he's pulling back because if you take a look at the minimap, the enemies have already taken over the north. So he actually rushes towards that cap to go and defend it. And yes, he does sacrifice some hit points for it, but at the end it will be worth it. So he takes one quick little shot at the Bulldog, then he leaves him alone, knowingly that his teammates will finish him off. And oh, he narrowly misses an artillery shell there. That was quite lucky, otherwise he would have lost a lot more hit points. And now he is trying, well actually he is going to hold off the north quite nicely. So he comes around the corner and he spots a tiny little scout, little Type 64. Unfortunately, the Type 64 has no chance of going through his armor, so Igrok finishes him off. Now he spots an IS-6 and a KV-1. He puts round 1. Oh wait, actually he misses the round on the KV-1. That's unfortunate. But it doesn't matter because he keeps bouncing round after round from the IS-6 and the KV-1. He finally puts one into the KV-1. He keeps bouncing it and he finishes off the KV-1 right now. There we go. Now he's going after the IS-6, and yeah, the IS-6 has basically no chance of panning him, because he also isn't even aiming for his lower plate. So he puts one round into the IS-6, IS-6 is a one shot right now, and now he is just waiting for the reload to finish off that tier 8 Soviet premium heavy tank. But now it seems like his final teammates are crumbling down. Only an IS-3 left, which actually gets taken down right just like I said it. And now he is alone against against 8 different enemy tanks. So let's see how Igrok is gonna try to hold these guys off. So he is riding towards the corner, actually just holding on a little bit because he knows they're gonna come around the corner, so he can get a surprise shot into them. So there we have the first victim, a little T-34-85. He sets him on fire. Unfortunately, the T-34-85 doesn't have a fire extinguisher. Now the tier 6 British artillery comes to get a try, and unfortunately he misses him, and he finishes off the artillery. Now the IS-3s come. Holy fuck, there are so many tanks. And he finds the top plate of the IS-3, which is really weak indeed. He puts one into him, making the IS-3 a one-shot as well as the A-44. Can he finish off the IS-3? Yes, he can. Only an A-44 left, and also his teammates, the Super Pershing. Now he is going on towards the Super Pershing. He puts an amazing round into the Super Pershing, making the Super Pershing and the A-44 both a one-shot for IGROK. Now he goes in, he finishes off the Super Pershing because he is showing his weak side to IGROK. And now it's basically only the A-44 left against IGROK, and he won't be struggling to finish him off. Puts a shot right through the turret, making his total kill count come towards 8 kills already. Now there are only 2 enemy artillery left and an enemy KV-5. Well, where could the KV-5 be? I think he's just quite a bit behind because of course the KV-5 is not so fast. And holy fuck, that was unexpected. There is a Lorraine artillery, that nasty tier 7 Frenchie has a very big gun which is capable of splashing IGROK. And IGROK knows this as well, so he backs off. Now IGROK is kind of in a sticky situation because he doesn't know where the KV-5 is, but he does know that there is a really dangerous tier 7 artillery right up his ass. So what he decides to do now, he decides to go around because he thinks that the artillery still thinks that he's waiting around the corner. So he tries to go and find the other artillery, or maybe the KV-5. If the KV-5 decided to go all the way around to flank IGROK. So IGROK is driving towards him, and oh, surprise, surprise, there we have you, Mr. KV-5. So the KV-5 completely did not expect that IGROK to be there. So IGROK puts one shot in, IGROK puts another shot in, and so he finishes off the KV-5. But now he has to turn around quickly because the enemy artillery has seen that he has been spotted by the KV-5. So they know he is not defending the cap anymore, so they start to cap. Now, will the artillery be able to win the game, or will IGROK go home in glory? So he sees the top of the tank. Unfortunately, IGROK misses the shot. Now he has to be really careful because the artillery is now pretty much pre-aimed at his location. So he peeks out really carefully. He finds a tiny little shot, and yes, he puts it in. He finishes off the French artillery. Now it is only him with already 10 kills on the counter against the enemy FV. And now the biggest question is, where is that sneaky FV hiding? So IGROK goes towards the enemy cap circle, and while IGROK is driving towards it, he finally spots the FV, so he puts a shot into the FV, setting him on fire. The FV misses his shot and burns to death. And so IGROK manages to win the game for him and his team. Well, what an amazing game that was. I hope this gameplay kind of showed you guys the carrying potential of this brand new tier 8 French heavy tank. So without further ado, let's take a quick look at the post-game stats. So that was an astonishing game. IGROK manages to pick himself up, as usual, a shit ton of medals, including his Ace Tanker badge, a Arsonist medal, a Hand of God medal, a Bruiser medal, a Duelist medal, a Fire for Effect medal, a Shellproof medal, a Top Gun for picking up 6 kill, a Steel Wall for blocking, let me see, for blocking a whopping 4,675 damage. He got cool-headed for surviving at least 10 ricochets or non-penetrating hits in a row from enemy players. He got, of course, a high caliber medal for doing a massive 6,376 damage. Then he got a Pulse medal for picking up 10 or more kills. He got a Pescucci's medal for picking up all the kills on the enemy artillery. And of course, he got the very extremely rare Colobanos medal for standing alone against 5 or more enemy teams and winning the game. So here, if we take a look at the detail report, IGROK manages to pick himself up 126,986 credits. That is just insane. It is also even without premium. If he had a premium account, he would have made a whopping 236,884 credits. That is insane. Also, he picked up 4,446 experience, including his double for the first victory of the day. So, Mega Vazi iGrok, I hope I don't butcher your name. Thank you so much for sending in this replay. So if you guys are watching this video and you think, I also have a really nice gameplay that I might want to share, you can take a look at the description down below to see how you can send me your replay links. So that was pretty much it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider hitting a like on this video. It will really help my channel out. Also, if you're new, please hit the subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time.